Come here, big bench. Right, chat. We're doing lower body work. Yeah. Oh. Huzzah! Okay. Ah. Right. Ah. Nom. This workout's gonna be sexy. The only issue is that I've hurt my left glute right there. So I don't know how that's going to go. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's squat up. Let's put the safeties up one. Right. Tones! Okay, and I need to get Twitch chat up. Can't do a workout stream without saying howdy to people. I'd be awfully uncivilized. And the preview stream thumbnail is just my butt. Hello, Cody. Hello, Lake. Good to see ya. Okay, let's get all our windows that we need up. Let's give me that. Thank you. What are we doing? Barbell squat. Yeah. Okay. We were doing like we did 11 with 55. Cool. Let's see if we can push it to 12 reps, shall we? 12 reps with 55. Roger that, everybody. And yeah, I do plan to do lethal later, for sure. As I say, we've got to keep an eye on our glutes. I'm not sure, it doesn't feel like the Maximus, because Maximus would be a wider. Might be gluteus minimus? Gluteus maximus, gluteus minimus. I'm not sure which muscle that would be. It is a gluteal muscle, I can tell because when I tense my glutes, yeah, there you go. Just feel it a little bit. Yeah! Okay. anatomy of the body. Ask me questions. Atoms can react and combine with one another to produce compounds, molecules. Molecules and compounds. What is the atomic mass number? So the atomic mass number is a number representing the total amount of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of an atom. What is the mnemonic for remembering cell functions? Mrs. Graham. Yeah. What are chromosomes? Two chromatids comprising one DNA molecule are held together by a centromere. Yeah! What are the characteristics of hyaline cartilage? Oh, I've got to turn off my VPN, otherwise chat will keep disconnecting. And it's important that we work hard together, chat. You think I'm going to be able to lift that weight without you? No. Okay. Oi. Remember, you're here to cheer me on and make sure I don't overcount the reps that I do, and to moan at me if I cave in my back or get butt weak, you know? I got a fan on, lovely. Nice! Okay, so we're going up to 55, and we're going to go for a set of 12, which is going to suck. Ay. But I'll do my best to enjoy it. Tell you what, in the meantime, you guys, can you suggest a song for me? If I'm going to be doing 12 sets of squats, 12 reps squats, I'm going to be kind of act up by the end of it. So I need a good song. Baby Shark, you can feck off. There's the door, there's another door. Take your pick. What are the characteristics of hyaline cartilage? So it's smooth, connects and projects on the areas of the body. It's found on joint surfaces, on the costal cartilage, the larynx and the bronchi. Has a primarily connective and protective role. Nice. Which organelles are found in both plant and animal cells? Both plant and animal cells have mitochondria. What is the structure of connective tissue? It's found all over the body, connecting various structures, can be solid, semi-solid, or even liquid. There are 8 types of connective tissue in total. Yeah. Cool. The skin, about the skin. 3 questions in here, then we'll go for our set. You haven't come up with a good song for me yet, chap. I'm going to be very upset if I have to do it myself. The stratum lucidum is how many layers of decantinocytes? 2 to 3 layers, I believe. What is psoriasis? Inflammatory skin disease. Yeah. Red patches covered with silvery scales that constantly shed. Cool. Hey, Dark Willow! Oh, hold on, what song is this? Holy hell, a like 64 person cover of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate theme? Now, this did not need to go so hard. That's awesome. Histiocytes are found where? In the dermis. Okay. Right. Chat, here we go. Come on, give me a good song. What am I gonna... Eye of the Tiger, that could be fun. Okay. Oh. Glutes are saying no, hearts are saying yes. Set of 12, and I'm still on my feet. I'm not too out of breath. That's not bad at all. Whew. I am the tiger indeed. Heck yeah. Okay. It wants 12 for set 2 as well, which, gotta admit, I'm not sure about. What is muscle tension? So it's I guess a state or a component of a state of muscle tissue. Muscle tissue is always in a state of tonation or has some degree of tone to it. The antithesis being complete laxity, and the essentially the what would be the word, bifurcation or the disintegration of the tissue. So muscle always has a certain amount of tone. Do you take any supplement for workout? Just creatine monohydrate, particularly for sort of workout, just meaning that, as far as I know, the mechanism by which creatine is primarily effective is in allowing the body to produce more ATP, which is the primary energy transport mechanism of the cell. As a result, essentially, ingesting creatine monohydrate regularly means that you'll have more energy for efforts. I'm not sure if... I have to look up the mechanism actually, because I'm not sure what the primary use case of creatine, or when you see the most benefits from creatine, because you have essentially two energy systems of the body. Three if you want to get into specifics, but you have an anaerobic and an aerobic system. Anaerobic system being cellular respiration with oxygen. So oxygen mixes with food substances in the cell, produces ATP and carbon dioxide as well as heat and various waste substances. Whereas the anaerobic system means without oxygen. So it's a far more inefficient process, right, to produce energy without oxygen. It's about, I don't know, so it would be 10 times, probably about 20 times less efficient than your standard aerobic energy system, which is why anaerobic efforts such as sprinting and stuff are so difficult. You can't do them for long because this energy system is very, very inefficient. I think the way it works is by utilizing glucose stored in the muscles and the bloodstream, but very inefficient, and it produces lactic acid as a byproduct of the reaction, which obviously gives you that slow build-up or that pump that you feel when taxing that energy system. But I'm not sure in which of those energy systems, which, you know, that each of them are used to a certain degree with any exercise modality, but I'm not exactly sure where the biggest benefit is found. I imagine it's likely in long aerobic efforts such as cardio work and stuff like that. But I don't know. Give me something to look at. Thank you. When the right atrium contracts, blood passes through which valve? The tricuspid valve. Okay. Chat. We are getting getting close to set 2, maybe a minute. And we're going to give a full effort and see if we can get 12 reps again on the second set. I somewhat doubt it, but I'll have a go. But yeah, other than creatine monohydrate, I do take some zinc and magnesium, vitamin D and fish oil, but those are more dietary than workout specific aids. Although I do have a body workout, particularly if I'm doing sort of zone 4 cardio or even zone 3 cardio. I use a body workout from myprotein.com. That's where I get my protein powders as well, and I found that to be very, very effective. Okay, chat, I'd say we're good to go. Give me another song. Thunderstruck? Okay. Hang on, there's a song just called Gay Bar. Why do I feel like this is gonna slap? Melody's good. Oh. Not exactly my thing, but I could listen to that. Oh, wait a minute. A metal version of the Pokemon theme? Okay. Catch all the maps! Ay, ay, ay. Duel of the Fates, that would have been a good one. I take protein, can't really get too much protein from food. Oh. Protein shakes are very, very useful as a dietary supplement. That's another 12, chat. That is awesome. Okay. So now we're going for deadlifts with 120 kilos. We're touching 120 again, that's awesome. We need a guitar in here? Oh, so I can just jam between sets. Does sound sexy. Obstruction within the flow of lymph results in lymphedema? Yeah. What is the primary function of the thalamus? Yeah, so it's a relay station, right, from the spinal cord to the cerebellum. Well, it's poliomyelitis. Inflammation of the nerve cells of the brainstem and spinal cord. What is the structure of the pons vernoli? So the pons vernoli, is it considered part of the spinal cord? Just curious as to whether it has grey matter outside and white matter within, or I think it has gray matter inside and white matter outside, characteristic of spinal cord structures. Ah, damn it, doesn't tell me. That sucks. Okay, let's set up the deadlift, shall we? Woo! Yeah. I'm encouraged by the fact that we're losing weight at the moment, because we're on the cutting phase. We're eating somewhere around 2,000 calories a day. So I'm losing sort of 1 to 2 pounds a week. But we're not seeing a significant fall off in our lifts yet. After a month or so, that may well change. But for now, only minor reductions in performance, which is nice. And on lifts like the deadlift, still feeling fairly confident trying to progress them. But, in fairness, with something like a deadlift, I've been sort of lifting 130 to 140 kilos before. So, I don't think I ever actually got up to 140. Maybe 135 would be a more accurate data point. But, unlike sort of endurance in your high rep exercises, your strength, right, your performance using that anaerobic energy system generally is maintained a lot more than your endurance if you're doing sort of sets of 12 or something like that. You're muscular endurance when you have less sort of spare glucose and less water retention due to less carbohydrates. It seems, in my experience at least, although I'm not innately familiar with the mechanisms involved, it seems in my experience too, that I lose performance on endurance quicker than I lose it on strength. Alright. We'll see how our glutes feel about this. Mentioned a couple of times, the glutes are feeling a little under the weather. Right. Bop. Yeah. Whew. I wonder actually, can I put 120 kilos on there with the weights I have? 10, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Yeah, that'll be fine. What is the cerebellum responsible for? Contains the visual cortex. It's also responsible for balance and coordination.
The nervous system sends messages to the brain at blank kilometers per hour, 290. Oh, American Pie has just started playing. Well, there's myalgic encephalomyelitis, chronic fatigue or muscular weakness, particularly around the head and neck. Oh, wait, no, that's myalgic encephalomyelitis is postprandial fatigue. Describe the dura mater. So the dura mater is a double-layered protective membrane with its outer layer forming the skin of the skull, or the periosteum, and the inner layer forming the outer division of the meninges. Meninges being protective tissue surrounding the skull and spinal cord. It's avascular. Nice. To a levee, but the levee was dry. What does the parasympathetic system do after the body experiences stress? Calms it down. Hey. It's a American Pie. Well, there's motor neuron disease. It's a rare progressive disease that results in degeneration of the motor neurons. Myalgic encephalomyelitis is chronic fatigue syndrome. What is the structure of the cerebellum? Cerebellum divided into two hemispheres. It's beneath the... Why does my brain shut off? Occipital area of the skull. It's connected by the pons, right? Known as the small brain, two hemispheres, glymatter on the surface, glymatter within. Well, this is the structure of the medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata sits below the pons in the midbrain. It's the lowest portion of the spinal cord. It's four centers, and it's known in general as the vital center due to controlling breathing and respiration and heart rate. As we grow older, the brain loses approximately 1 gram of mass per year. Well, this is the role of the sympathetic nervous system. Utilize short preganglionic fibers to innervate vast amount of structures and trigger a wide, indiscriminate stress response. Well, this is the primary function of the parietal lobe. Integrate sensory information. Well, this is the somatic nervous system responsible for. You've got central nervous system, peripheral nervous system divided into autonomic and somatic nervous systems, parasympathetic and sympathetic, ranked under the autonomic, somatic divided into cranial and spinal nerves. So primarily transmitting motor and sensory impulses to and from the spinal cord. What is the midbrain responsible for? Certain eye and auditory reflex. What is myalgic encephalomyelitis? This is post-viral fatigue. Nice! Okay.
Let's keep it going.
Hey chat, have you seen the clip of I can't remember who it was, it might have been Eddie Hall. What was he doing? He was doing deadlifts, and he went from 100 kilos to 450 or something in a straight set with a group of people just adding weights, and then he went back down again. He did a pyramid of deadlifts up to 450 kilos. And it was 20 laps in total. It was fucking ridiculous. I do not know what that man is made of. Honestly. Describe the third phase, secretory of menstruation. I only remember Eddie Hall driving at POP 50. Wow. So in the third phase of menstruation, luteinizing hormone, released by the, is it posterior or anterior pituitary? It's the pituitary gland, I just don't know whether it's anterior or posterior. You know, I did 501. Yeah, I vaguely am aware. I don't keep up a great deal with strongmen, or those sorts of contests, just because, it's not really my interest, but I've got great respect for it. Yeah, luteinizing hormone produced by anterior lobe of pituitary stimulates up to follicle lining to grow into a corpus luteum. The corpus luteum produces progesterone, which stimulates endometrium to contain fluid and produce mucus. Mucus makes it easier for sperm to pass through the reproductive tract. After ovulation, it can only be fertilized during the next 12 to 48 hours. If not fertilized, the menstruation occurs. Describe the second phase, proliferative phase, days 7 to 14 of menstruation. So, follicle stimulating hormone, produced again by the anterior lobe of the pituitary, triggers has something to do with the endometrium. Is it shedding in this stage? Stimulates ovaries to produce estrogen, and the estrogen stimulates the endometrium. New blood vessels and mucus-producing cells grow. The end of the phase, the ovulation occurs, and the mature Graafian follicle ruptures, releasing a single egg, which travels along the fallopian tube toward the uterus. Cool! Did you also know that he owns a CVR T-Saber and an FV-103 Spartan? Are those tanks? Sounds awesome! Right. So, this is 110. 10 kilos off our working weight. We'll probably put the belt on for this. Where are you, belt? Where? If anyone doesn't doesn't know what the belt is for, let me know and I'll explain. A lot of people think it's for stopping your spine from snapping, which is, I mean, not really the case. It's kind of the case, but not really. Hey. Alright. Let's get ourselves belted up. Come on. We can do better than that. There we go. Woo! That's more like it. A British light tank and an APC. I want to meet this man. There's been a tragedy, chat, that I need to tell you about. The music has stopped playing. The way I can fix it? Rap battle between Godzilla and King Kong. Alright. Something good to lift 110 kilos to? Alrighty. So, we're going up. To our working set, chap. Yeah. What are the functions and malfunctions of glucocorticoids? So glucocorticoids are the primary function of metabolizing substances, carbohydrates, lipid, fats. So a malfunction involving glucocorticoid could lead to an excessively high metabolic rate. It could lead to low blood sugar. It could lead to excessive stress as a result of it depends on one's sensitivity to cortisol, I guess. In the case of chronic hypersecretion of these hormones, it could be that you could get a hyposensitivity and as a result have a severely lacking stress response. But if you get a insufficient secretion of these hormones, it could result in a incredibly low metabolic rate, very low heart rate. I imagine that could also cause laxity in the blood vessels potentially as a result of a hormonal cascade. Cushing syndrome, hypertension, moon-shaped face, muscular atrophy, diabetes mellitus. Cool. What role does the hypothalamus play in stress? So the hypothalamus essentially manages a cascade of hormones that result in the release of stress hormones such as cortisol. What are the functions of thyroxine and triiodothyronine? Triiodothyronine. I knew this at one point. Convinced that these are still to do with base metabolic rate. Stimulate tissue metabolism, yeah. malfunctions, hypersecretion or Graves' diseases, thyrotoxicosis, hyposecretion, resulting cretinism at birth or myxedema, cause later in life. Hey, chat, you'll like this one. Did you know that a hyposecretion, so a lacking of thyroxine and triiodothyronine, can lead to goiter? Goiter? What do you know? What is Addison syndrome? Hypersecretion of adrenocorticoids, I believe. Hyposecretion, not hyper. God dang it. Okay, chat. Are we good to go? Alright, give me a tune. Come on, give me a tune. What tune do I want? Ooh, okay. Okay. Whew. Nice. No, why's my chat being weird? Oh, just as a heads up, Cody, I did not see your last messages. Hello, Iron Eagle. Good to see you, fine fellow. Oi. I'm making my shins bleed. My lats are doing work. Last thing I sent you was about Eddie Hall's tanks. Oh, cool. Describe the third phase, secretory, 14 to 28 administration. So, luteinizing hormone produced by the antenna lobe of the pituitary stimulates ruptured ovarian follicle to go into a corpus luteum. Oh, what does the corpus luteum produce? Estrogen or progesterone? No, it's progesterone. To help adhesion. Yeah, I think. Yeah, corpus luteum produces progesterone, which stimulates endometrium to contain fluid and produce mucus, which makes it easier for the sperm to pass down the reproductive tract. Awesome. Awesome. Did you ever get the push mod? No, I can update that before we play, actually. Whew. Is that because you're a little bleeder? God damn right! You should see my shins. I don't know. I used to deadlift terribly. I'm a little better now. I don't nearly clang the bar into my shins as much as I used to. But the problem is now, because my shins are so messed up, if I even touch them with anything, they bleed immediately. And I mean, your shins, the bone is so superficial at your shins. You'll know this if you ever stub your shin on a piece of furniture or something like that. The reason that hurts so much is because there's very little in the way of adipose tissue or any shock-absorbing structures between the surface of the skin and the bone, right? The tibia that's below that area. So when you impact, there's no sort of cushioning. Right? It's just a hard bone and the thing's getting squished in between, right, that bone and everything else. So it's very painful. Tell you what, I'll see if I can show my shins. Now show my shins. Here we are. So, yeah, here's what my shin looks like. It's a little weird, so if you don't want to see it, turn away now, and I will let you know when it's safe to look again. So, here you go. Here's my shin. But yeah, if I touch it, it will burst into flames, essentially. And it is safe to look now. Okay. Right then, you good to go, chap? I've seen a broken leg at the shin. Well, hopefully you won't be seeing one of those today. Be thankful you didn't have a bike with those metal pedals. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so, given that we're losing weight at the moment, we're going to reduce our volume even more, which means we're going to cut out sumo deadlifts. We're going to go straight into stiff-legged deadlifts. One reason for this is because we are not currently expecting to gain a great deal of strength. Instead, we're trying to maintain strength whilst mitigating fatigue. we're eating less, which means naturally our recovery is going to be a little worse, a little slower. And as a moderately experienced lifter, I'm not likely to gain a lot in a deficit, and it takes a lot less effort and work to retain musculature and fitness than it does to build it. So in a deficit, you should reduce your volume because your recovery is worse and you don't need that much effort in order to retain what you've already got. So we're going to reduce our volume, reduce the amount that we're doing to aid with our recovery, but still do enough to retain the musculature that we already have. And if we still do want to indulge that same time sink, we can instead put it towards creating a more severe caloric deficit with a lesser impact modality of training, such as a zone 2 cardio session or something of that nature. So, let's do stiff-legged deadlifts, shall we? I believe we're going for 73. My glutes have been well behaved so far. It's just the one glute, actually. $10, $30, $50, $60, $70. Lovely. Alright, I might go and use the toilet. Hey, we get to bring out the baby weights! Everyone loves the baby weights. Chat! Baby weights! Alright, I'm gonna go get some, I've got water here actually. I'm gonna go use the toilet, be right back.
Hello. I am back, bitch. Okay. Whew. Stop worshipping every darn object when I'm out of the mood, chap. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Nice. Whew. Yeah, those ads are just punishment for not being a sub. Okay, chat, leg extensions. 37 kilos. Whew. When they keep it to one set of the leg extensions, because as I was saying, we are cutting weight right now, so lowering the volume makes sense. Plus, I don't know, if you're only ever going to do 2 sets, quite often, particularly with isolation exercises, I feel like, or just for me, this isn't advice, just for me, with isolation work, I'd rather do 1 really hard set than 2 moderate difficulty sets. I don't know why. Just a personal preference. Okay, I'm getting a little dizzy, so I'm gonna go and get a bit of salt.
remember to stay hydrated, and if you're doing a long workout or one that relies on cardio, make sure you're getting some salt in your diet. Because if you're sweating, you're going to lose salt very quickly. Ay, ay, ay. All hail the gym. Whew. Okay, you know when the warm-up set feels tough, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Alright, 35. What was it, 37? 37! Interesting. Whew. How are you doing, chap? How is your day? Pardon me. What are the functions and malfunctions of glucocorticoids? So these primarily function to regulate BMR, or to metabolize substances, such as proteins, carbohydrates, lipids. It's been okay? Cool! Glad to hear it. Day's been busy with laundry. Could be worse. Okay. So, a hard set of leg extensions. Let me tell you, a hard quad isolation exercise is not a good time when you're taking it close to failure. Should we do it? Dude, I'm never gonna let it go. Hang on. It comes up on the suggested. Hang on. Oh no. Oh wait, no, you gotta play the whole clip. Sorry about that, chat. My bad. I was looking at Dr. Mike making a fool out of himself. You understand. You dropped me for that. Right, come on, give me the clip. He hasn't, like, copyright claimed the clip down, has he? What about this? You cannot be serious. Okay, I think this short is actually buying it. Hang on.
Dr. Mike is about to show you what training to failure actually looks like. And as he does
No, he's not.
his leg curl reps, you can just hear in his moans just how hard he's training. That's what giving it your all looks like. He said that was the first time in years he let his anger out during a set. Have you guys ever gone this hard in the...
The bar doesn't slow down. He's not close to... If you start screaming 10 reps shy of failure, you're not... That's not a result of work. That's a result of being a dick to everyone else in your general vicinity. Okay, let's... I swear, that single clip of Dr. Mike has done more to help me than anything else that he's said. Because whenever I watch it, I then have to show what training to failure actually looks like. Because quite often, it's not loud, and it's not fast, and here's a key part, and this one might throw you off a bit. It's a bit wild. You might never have thought this would happen. But the thing that I'm moving slows the fuck down. Because that's how physics works. Right? As you start to produce less force, right, you can't move the weight as quickly. Right? Because resistance gets closer and closer to force production. Right? Thus, slower bar speed. As a result, the bar slows down. Okay. Here we go, chat. Let's once again dedicate a set to dear old Dr. Mike and train leg extensions to failure. Why do I do this to myself, dude? Why? Do I just like pain? I either like pain or I hate bullshit. It's one of the two. And I'm pretty sure I don't like pain. Okay, give me a song. Give me a song for failure on leg extensions. Freebird? Nah, we've had too much Freebird recently. Rocky IV Survivor? I mean, it's never a bad choice. Alright. Lake, you're gonna have to send that message again because I have no idea what it said. Because Twitch chat. Hang on, maybe I can read it if I put my forehead behind it. I just did so many squats that I can barely stand now. Nice! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Dr. Mike set. This is gonna suck. But yeah, if you notice a key factor about that set, you'll notice that the bar slowed down. And if you go back and watch our dear friend Dr. Mike, I don't think he's ever posted the full clip where the bar slows down. It's like 10 reps short of failure and it's screaming its head off. It's so ridiculous. I love it. My stream preview is so delayed. I'm just seeing it now. Here's a workout song for you. Oh no. Is this gonna white-roll me? No? I like it. That's a good song, Peabody.
Ooh.
I like that song. I'm gonna add that to my workout playlist just for Peabody. There we are. Damn you, Twitch chat. Oh, it's 39 kilos I'm going for. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, I wasn't counting. Was anyone else counting? Was anyone counting the laps? I most certainly was not. No, god dang it. I'll just put in 12. Felt like around 12, I don't know. We'll say it was 12, champ. Do it again. You do it again. Whew. This work for your workouts? Dude, I'm gonna get old one of these times. Another big rock person? Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad, it's not my genre though. Aye. Okay, right, let's warm up for... what are we doing? Calf raises, that's what we're doing. Is that right? That is right. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Okay, now we're gonna do that same thing again, but with a 21.5 kilo weight, I believe. Ooh. Whoa. How are you doing down there, chap? Whew.
And he says, chat, they're fun. Although my right foot always gives me trouble. Oi. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 chat. That is it for me.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to say farewell, and I'll see you again in about 45 minutes to an hour for some Lethal Company. If you do want to join us, Twitch chat controls a Lethal Company. Gonna be good fun. Come spawn a herder to us. Come kill us for no reason and in ways that we don't quite understand. Thank you so much. Bye bye.